Does having a YouTube channel increase your app revenue? I've seen multiple, solo entrepreneurs developing their own apps, especially mobile apps, and claiming that having a YouTube channel has actually helped them increasing their app revenue. And this is sort of a confusing question in my mind because when I look at these platforms or these YouTube channels, actually, the things that they're talking about is how you can increase your app revenue, how you can increase your downloads, which tactics you can actually implement in your paywall to be able to increase your conversion rates and things like that. And at the same time, when you look at their app portfolio, what you see is that they maybe have apps in the fields of fitness and wellness or utility or productivity. And there's actually no connection between the content of the YouTube channel itself and the apps the app owner or at the same time the owner of the YouTube channel has at the end of the day. So while it is the case, I don't really understand how it is actually possible that the YouTube channel is actually helping them to get more users to increase their revenues and also downloads at the end of the day. It can be possible though, if there's a connection between the content of the YouTube channel and the apps that are promoted directly or indirectly through the YouTube channel itself. Let's say, for example, that I've been talking about privacy and app store optimization lately, and those are topics. And if I have a product in those domains, which I actually have, by the way, so if you want, you can check them out. Respectlytics is a very privacy-friendly mobile analytics solution for mobile apps. And I also have a free tool, which is RespectASO, which is self-hosted open source free tool to use for App Store optimization keyword research. Check them out. Links are available in the descriptions below. But on the other hand, while I'm talking about these things, so if I also have apps on the side about health and fitness and utility and productivity and finance apps maybe, it doesn't really make sense to have this YouTube channel with this content and expecting that I'm going to have more downloads to my other apps in the fields of health and fitness and finance and utility and stuff. It may be possible though that people watching these YouTube channels or YouTube videos may become interested and curious about which kinds of apps I have, and if links are available in the description below, which is also available. You can check them out if you want. People can click on the links and download the apps, and maybe a few of them end up making a purchase. But I'm not really sure if that's the right way of gathering more users to your products, because it sounds like a very weak channel in my opinion. I can't really prove this because my YouTube channel is quite small, so I don't want to promise that much in terms of if I'm right or not. But at the same time, I am having difficulties to understand those people who are making videos about technology and mobile apps and how you can promote your apps in general, etc. And also claiming that making these kinds of videos are actually, is actually bringing more users to their health and fitness apps, for example. So I really don't understand this connection here. But it may be the case again that people watching those those videos may become curious about the apps themselves, download them. Maybe this spike in the traffic coming to those apps are maybe helping the Apple's ranking algorithms wake up about those apps. Maybe Apple starts bringing those apps to upper positions in the ranking in the search results when other people search about them. It is one indirect connection that you can see. But on the other hand, I am really having difficulties to make the connection between the apps and the YouTube channel content. It's again maybe possible. There are some other very famous and successful entrepreneurs. For example, Mark Blue is one of them, very famous, lots of muscles and stuff. You probably know him. If not, go and check out his channel, the French guy, very successful. He's making videos about entrepreneurship. You should ship fast, develop a lot of products and stuff. And he also has products that enables developing new products faster. His products are actually helping you to ship products faster. So there's actually a connection between the content of his YouTube channel and also the products that he's promoting. But at the same time, for example, he had another product, as far as I remember, that was about health tracking and, a thing like that. And he mentioned in one video that that product wasn't that successful. And I suspect that it is maybe because there wasn't any connection between his YouTube channel, the content of his YouTube channel, and the product itself. This is just my speculation, that I don't know what other channels he tried out, but that is one concrete example. There are actually many other examples out there as well, which make me wonder how people are actually bringing users to their apps by making irrelevant content with their apps in their YouTube channels. So if you understand this, please let me know in the comments below, because I am very interested in hearing what you think about it. Do you really think that having any YouTube channel, it doesn't matter if there's a connection between the products that you want to promote and the channel content, making videos in any YouTube channel, does it really bring users to your products, no matter what you talk about in your videos? Or do you think that there should definitely be a connection between your YouTube channel content and your products that you want to promote? Thanks for listening, and see you next time.